This video if it wouldn't have been for people like the Paracord Guild that post videos on different things that they make, or even Nick's web shop. You know, I mean, that's where I started braiding, was watching his videos. So let's see what else we can create. Hello beautiful people, this is Fester Whips and I'm back in the workshop. So today I went to the hardware store and I got some little fiberglass rods about 3.5 foot long, and we're gonna make something kind of cool today, so stick around and let's learn something. I've taken the time to cut these down into 12-inch pieces. I'm cutting 2 of them. Eventually I'm gonna cut 4, but this right here is gonna make 1. And I need some sinker cord. So I got about 38 inches of sinker cord here, and let's put our piece of fiberglass rod in it. Cord. The sinker cord has 6 inches of BBs from the tip of each rod in the middle. Now we're going to plait over this right here with a 10 plait out of Whipmaker's cord. Let's get to it. And it also wouldn't hurt if you get a little piece of scrap and melt it to the end of your sinker cord, so you can have a loop to put in your vise and a place to start plaiting down. It'll come in handy. Should look something about like this. Just, we'll cut that off later. But now, let's start our plaiting. Let's put the orange scrap piece into the vise. And I'm going to start running this right here down the plait. And, well, 12 plait, and we're going to give it a lot of volume. It'll make it really, really thick. Now we also took some hockey tape and taped down each handle where the fiberglass rod is. So what we're going to do is we're going to start it here. We're going to braid it down. We're going to tie it off right here. We're going to braid it on down anyway, and we're going to tie it off here and braid it down and tie it off at the bottom. And then we're going to cut the middle part. All the strands are in the middle, so this right here will be the middle of our nunchuck. Alright, so I had a little bit of fun making these nunchucks. It's just a rough idea. It was just a concept. Like, I didn't put that much thought into making these, other than basically what I figured would be like the bare minimum to do this, just to see if it would work good. I did have a whole nother one I had made, but I had used wooden dowels. They broke way too easily. Don't use wooden dowels. Use fiberglass rods or spring steel rods. One's got spring steel rods in it that are a foot apiece, and the other one has fiberglass rods in it that are a foot apiece. So, I mean, you also got to think too, the measurements on these right here are going to vary. I think I wind up going with like a 10 plait overlay on the handles. But once these right here gets waxed, which is going to take up a lot of wax, and I really don't want to wax them, you know, like I said, I just wanted to prove a concept. But whenever you wax them, it's going to add some weight to it, and it's going to be a lot harder, a whole lot harder. So I don't know, it's just a rough idea of something you can come up with and create. I've seen the other ones where they do like the covered braid down the handle and stuff like that, but the only thing that's not paracord, now with the construction of these right here, and one of these right here, I had BBs in the core, 6 inches of BBs in between the rods, and in the other one I had taken some non-gutted parachute cord and filled up the core of it to make it really, really thick so I could braid over it and plait over it and it all be nice and neat. Now, I made them different because, like I said, this right here is just like a concept piece, but I do have plans to remake these right here with a lot more detail in it, and I'm gonna see which one works better with the BB. It was just got the BBs in the core of the 6 inches, or BBs in the core, or if it's got paracord in the core of it. So we're going to see, but yeah, this right here was a fun little project, and yeah,